So you're probably thinking about going to college like everybody else thinks about going to college. There's many things about thinking of when you're my age to another age. So I graduated in 2014. When I started college, I ended up putting multiple things in front of my experience in college. I ended up getting a lower GPA. I lost my financial aid, and there's many different things that you can lose. So my main part was that I was letting my work become priority. I decided that money making, working was going to be something that was more needed than was being here on a campus studying. Because that is one thing you need to know. That when you come to college, you're going to have to be able to study. You're going to be able to make sure that this is going to be your priority thing to do. So many things you need to remember are financial aid is something given to those who are going to have great grades, and also it's going to be something that is going to be very helpful in many of the experiences you're going to have in school. Because college is not something that is easy to pay for. But we can go into depth for that later on. With that being said, many things can change how you go to college and what you can be doing in college. Don't let all of these different things affect you and your college experiences. Don't let multiple things get in your way. And you're somebody else who can talk about things that affected them in their college experience.
When I was in high school, I was very sheltered. I'm an only child and the only girl. Well, I'm a girl and the only child. And I was very sheltered. I couldn't do anything. I could not hang out with friends. So when I went to college, I had a little bit more freedom. And I would prioritize my friends and partying over my education. I went from a 3.7 GPA to a 1.8 GPA in 3 years. And that's pretty bad. And then my friends are getting away with my education. And I regret that deeply because my friends and partying weren't going to pay my bills. They weren't going to provide me with the big house that I wanted, or that degree that I wanted, or that title after my name that I wanted as well. If I can also go back to my past self in high school, I would tell myself, you're not going to major in criminal justice. I thought I wanted to be a cop, but I still wasn't sure. I was very wishy-washy. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I still said, I'm going to major in criminal justice, and I'm going to complete my degree. And now here I am, almost 10 years later, still working on my associates, but in a different major. So I have to start all over again. And that itself is very, very costly.
So I graduated in 2015, and financial needs have always been a problem for me. So when transitioning from high school to this community college, Palo Alto, I didn't receive financial aid. I didn't know of any scholarships. And even when I was in high school, nobody helped me research different things, research different scholarships that Alma colleges or even PAC offered. So I was very unaware of the different resources that this school offered. So one thing that I would change is, and I would give advice to you, is to do more research on whatever school that you're going to, see if they have different scholarships for grades, even for your major. Some majors have certain scholarships for you. I think just looking into things that would help you money-wise and for your tuition would help you in the long run in the end, so you're not all the way in debt. I did a little bit of research and comparing some colleges and some schools, and I came across that obviously community college is a lot cheaper than compared to regular private schools and public schools. So some information that I got was that private schools actually cost $36,000 a year, and that's just for 1 year during school. Public school is $9,000 a year, and community college is roughly 3,000 a year, more or less. So in the end, it is obvious that community college is better when it comes to financial, and you can save a lot more money when attending this. So Hector will give you some more tips on things for college.
Thank you, Valerie. So as a college freshman, it might be new to you, but with freedom comes responsibility. Learning how to be successful in college is necessary to be able to graduate. So here are some tips. First of all, you want to manage your time. In college, you have many opportunities to have tons of fun with new people and engage in conversations that you never thought you could have. Time flies when you're having fun. But if it goes too fast, you will get sidetracked and it may start to affect your grades. Managing your time will allow you to participate in organizations and hang out with friends. Do not come to class trying to finish an assignment or trying to do the work in the lecture. To prevent procrastination, you can also make a checklist and schedule for the day. My second tip is practice good money management. As a college student, you will have a lot of expenses, but it's best not to borrow a loan that you don't need. Don't spend your loans on a luxurious car or a spring break vacation or anything. This will make you have more debt in the future, which will affect you. Practicing good management skills will allow you to successfully finish college with the least debt as possible. So for my third tip, it's going to be ask advice from your advisor or your teachers. Talk to your professors. They have office hours for a reason. This shows your professor that you are an active learner and you want to do well in class. Also, when paying for your tuition, you also pay for your advisor. So don't be afraid to talk to your academic advisor for help. Also, last thing, don't be afraid to fail. You can come to college to learn, but you could also come to know more about yourself and learn about who you are really. Make the most of your college experience by challenging yourself. You might be surprised. Thank you for listening.